Yeah, so I can certainly speak as a teacher and also as a parent with kids in schools. First of all, we need to change how we fund schools here. I mean, right now we have areas that just don't have the funding they need and the resources they need to change their students, because our formula says if you're a wealthy area, you're going to get more funding. If you're a poor area, you're going to get less funding simply because of your housing stock. That doesn't help our students. We really need to make sure every school district has the funding they need to provide their students with the best opportunities to learn. We also need to make sure that there is broadband all across the state, because that is one of the biggest barriers, especially in rural Wisconsin. If students can't get access to internet when they have to be learning virtually, that causes them to not get the same level of education as students who have access to that internet.
Well, I worry that if we have a prolonged another shutdown, or if kids are only doing distance learning for a whole year, that gap is going to be exacerbated. I mean, right now, 6 out of 10 Wisconsin kids can't read at grade level. And the disparities among socioeconomic groups, certain racial groups, are appalling, horrifying. At a time when we're trying to have a conversation about racial justice in America, we have to confront head on the fact that, particularly for young African American and Hispanic kids in Wisconsin, we're failing them from an educational perspective. So particularly for younger kids, I feel strongly that there are limits to what distance learning can achieve. We have some very innovative school districts here in Northeast Wisconsin. We need to support them to innovate so that kids can get back in the classroom safely but as quickly as possible, because if we have our kids sitting home all day on screens, it's just going to exacerbate educational inequality, and our kids are going to fall further and further behind, and that's going to be bad for our entire community.